the very beginning, after God created the heavens and the earth, He planted a beautiful garden called Eden. This story comes from the book of Genesis, chapters 2 and 3. God formed the first man, Adam, from the dust of the ground and breathed life into him. Then He placed Adam in the Garden of Eden to care for it. But God saw that Adam should not be alone. So He created the first woman, Eve, from one of Adam's ribs. Together they lived in the garden, surrounded by trees filled with delicious fruit. In the middle of the garden stood two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Another stunning tree, but with darker undertones. Its fruit appears perfect and enticing, but shadows play differently around it. Adam and Eve stand before it, listening intently. God gave Adam and Eve one command: "You may eat freely from any tree in the garden, except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat from it, you will surely die." For a time, Adam and Eve enjoyed peace, joy, and friendship with God. But then came temptation. The serpent, who was more crafty than any animal, spoke to Eve. "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? You won't die. If you eat the fruit, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the tree. The fruit was beautiful, and she wanted wisdom. She took it and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, and he ate as well. In that moment, their eyes were opened. They realized they were naked, and quickly sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When they heard God walking in the garden, they hid in fear. Adam and Eve crouched behind trees and bushes, their faces showing fear and guilt. The sound of footsteps echoes through the garden. They hide with documentary intimacy, showing their vulnerability and shame. The garden itself seems less vibrant, as if affected by their disobedience. God called to Adam, "Where are you?" And Adam answered, "I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God knew what had happened. Because of their disobedience, Adam and Eve had to leave the Garden of Eden. Life would now be hard, with pain and work. Yet even in their punishment, God showed mercy. He made garments to clothe them and promised that one day a Savior would come to defeat sin and evil forever. The story of Adam and Eve reminds us that disobedience separates us from God, but also that God's love is greater than our mistakes. From the very beginning, He had a plan to bring us back to Him. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it so more people can learn the amazing truths of the Bible. See you next time.